Hey there, family and friends. It's your favorite farmer here for your June update. And we have quite a bit to update here. Most of it good, a lot of it just so-so. You'll see. But today's June 25th. It is my little sister's birthday. She is only 67. Oh my God. Years old. By the time this is all edited and everything, I'm sure it won't be her birthday, but it was made on your birthday, Gene, so happy birthday, and we'll call this your tribute to the garden. Okay, this is the herb garden, and it's mostly coming up. Some of it's not so great. This is dill. Of course, they call it dill weed. It grows like a weed. Over here, we've got some summer savory. It didn't have a great germination rate, but there you are. And then we have some cilantro, and the thyme over here didn't do well at all. Down there we have basil, and at the very bottom there's some sage. I'm not going to walk down there. It is coming up, and I guess it'll be okay. And then as a tribute to my cousin Rhonda, this is our wildflower garden. I weeded it yesterday. Mostly what's down there is some black-eyed Susans. They are right there in the middle. I've got about 10 of those planted, Rhonda. Those are doing okay. There's some straw flowers out there, but I don't think they did much. And the sunflowers just got drowned out and eaten by the birds or something. They didn't do anything. This is not a wildflower. This is crown vetch. This is a weed. And hard to get rid of this stuff. Here we have the piece de resistance, is the asparagus patch. And as you can see, quite a bit of it did finally come up. Now, some of the roots are 1 year old, some of them are 2 year old. As you can probably guess, the ones that with the bigger ferns on here are the 2 year old, but they're interspersed with the 1 year old roots as well. And out of the 55 that I got, we have about 45, 46 that have come up. As you can see, this guy looks a little different. In fact, that's not a guy, that's a gal. That is a female asparagus making seeds. Now, nothing wrong with that, except that the females, as they do everywhere, put effort into reproducing and not into making asparagus, so you don't want too many females. But this isn't China. We're not going to, kill them or anything like that. And, the boys are partying down here. So we have a patch here of about 45, 46 asparagus plants. And are they doing well? I don't know. They look okay to me. Okay, now we're into the main event here. Back in the newly planted, newly cultivated area, this is not going to be anything this year. It's too wet, it's too mushy. This is the raspberries that I rescued. So from a huge amount last year, this is what's left that is transplanted, and it's going to take a while. This is an emergency squash plant in case some of them don't make it, which you'll see they don't look real good. And over here we have the tomato crop. And there's 5 different kinds. These 2 are called bodacious. These 2 are the Brandywines. These 2 are called medium rare. They're like a big beefsteak. This is the super salsa. These are supposed to be like, giant Romas on steroids for sauce and stuff. And then these are the 4th of July. Now the 4th of July, they said, oh yeah, well, you might have tomatoes by the 4th of July. Well, we're not even going to have flowers on there at the 4th of July. But there we are. There's 10 plants, spaced out a lot better than what I did last year. Then we've got several rows of green beans. Those are coming up, coming along nicely. And we got good secure fence this year so the rabbits don't eat them. Then we've got the cucumbers, two kinds. The one in front here is the summer dance. And this is the other kind. I don't know, it's similar. It's like an English burpless tomato. Now we've got squash. And that squash is not doing too well. And then we have the Three Sisters gardens. You can see there's like circles out there with corn plants in various stages of growth in the circle. And then I have just planted the pole beans that are going to grow up the corn plants. They're just starting to come up in most of the spots. So the corn has to be so tall before the beans start growing on it. So hopefully that'll be the case. And there you have it. I mean, it's better than it was a month ago, but not as good as where it should be. But as my buddy Sasquatch Elias said, be more positive. Don't be so negative on your garden. So on that happy note, we will say adios and see you next month.